I'm Dr. Rami, and this is Skin to Womb. Today's topic is vaginal rejuvenation, and we will be diving into what it is, why some women choose it, and the different available methods. So be sure to hit that notification and subscribe button to keep up with new content, and let's get started. As you would imagine, the first question that I always get is, what the hell is vaginal rejuvenation? And am I going to need this at some point? Do I need this now? Well, actually, that's just a marketing term that's been widely used to describe a range of cosmetic and functional procedures that are specifically designed to enhance the sensation, appearance, and function of the vagina. And well, as the owner of the largest center in my country specifically dedicated to women's intimate health, we've provided over 3,000 vaginal treatments over a 7-year period. And I'm here to provide you with the facts and answer a lot of questions that would naturally come to mind. As for the do all women or should all women do this at some point in their lives, well, the plain and simple answer is, of course, absolutely not. We've all been alive and well for many years without it. However, it is something that medical advancements made available. And to many women, it offers a lot of assistance in personal issues that they may be struggling with in their personal lives and sexual lives. And to others, it may just open a door into something new in the realm of self-improvement. Now, you might be wondering why someone would consider vaginal rejuvenation. And there are a variety of reasons. But in my practice, we're going to go through the most common ones. And right at the top of that list is childbirth and aging. Childbirth, especially normal vaginal deliveries, without a doubt will cause a lot of pressure and stretching on the vaginal tissues. So a lot of people will complain of loss of tone, loss of friction, and a decrease in sensation during sexual activity. And this can be felt sometimes by both partners, especially in women who have had multiple deliveries. Also, as we age, the collagen content in our bodies, is always on the decline. And this is also, the same thing goes for the vagina. So the vagina is also affected, and this would also lead to loss of tone. So a lot of women, they undergo vaginal rejuvenation for the purpose of enhancing sexual pleasure by increasing the vaginal tone and vaginal tightness. So it shouldn't really come as a surprise that the second most common reason I get from clients wanting to do this is simply improving sexual satisfaction in the absence of childbirth. And curiosity would have to play a very large role in this, especially in the recent 4 to 5 years, where this has increased over 400% in demand for vaginal rejuvenation, especially due to social media, television, especially when a lot of celebrities start to open up more about it. I believe the first that I've heard of was on television during a talk show. I believe it was Kim Kardashian. Third in line, I would have to say, is cosmetics, and cosmetics can be a very strong motivator for some women. Now, you might be wondering what that might even entail, but from following this channel, you're going to find out there are a lot of trending treatments, a lot of which you probably wouldn't have even imagined existed. For example, we can address a lot of aesthetic concerns that have to do with the appearance of the labia minora or the labia majora. You got your labial trimming, you got a labial puffing, you got a vampire lift, you got vaginal bleaching, you got wrinkle removal, fat grafting, filler injections, and the list goes on. Even changing the appearance of the spacing in between the labia, or even changing the appearance of the clitoral region, and the list goes on. And we're gonna talk about this in more detail in a lot of future videos. Now that we've discussed why some women would choose vaginal rejuvenation, let's look at some types of procedures available. First off, we got non-surgical options, and those typically include lasers or radiofrequency devices that can be used to tighten the vaginal canal to help increase satisfaction, sexual satisfaction, and sensation. We could also do wrinkle removal from the outside. We could also do bladder lifting for individuals who have involuntary urine leaking. We can even do vaginal bleaching or whitening of the skin on the outside. Typically, these non-surgical procedures include 0 to very, very minimal downtime, and you can get amazing results. And actually, you can head over to our website, www.helouclinic.com, where you can see a lot of before and after photos and a lot of details of what we're talking about. As for the surgical options, and this is just an overview, The most common surgeries done are labiaplasty, which is changing the appearance of the labia minora or trimming the labia minora in order to decrease the protrusion. We got fat grafting, which can be used to provide a labial puff or to basically increase the size of the labia majora, because what happens with aging and some people who experience a lot of fat loss is you get fat atrophy and you get a lot of thinning of the labia majora. So we can inject those with either using fillers like typically you would do with the face, or I prefer injecting it with fat, which gives a more natural appearance than using fillers. Another common surgery that we do is a vaginoplasty. The aim here is to excise excess tissue from the entire vaginal canal in order to provide a tighter vagina. Now, for the labiaplasty and the vaginoplasty, the downtime is typically 6 to 8 weeks. A third and very common surgery that we do, especially in the part of the world where I come from, is a hymenoplasty. And the aim there is to restore the hymen to its pre-sexual form. Now we're going to do a whole episode dedicated just for hymenoplasty because this carries a lot of social, psychological, and cultural aspects along with it. Now I'm going to take a moment here to talk about risks, because all of these procedures, be it surgical or non-surgical, will carry some form of risk, especially if they are done incorrectly. So it's very important for you to be able to have some criteria to be able to pick which provider is going to be able to help me without causing harm. And I have been requested by some of my clients to post some videos about botched cases, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to have a specific section on this channel just for that, and probably the next video after this one, we're going to start with a botched labiaplasty, just in order to educate you and to show you what could possibly go wrong, and to help you pick certain criteria to make sure that you are selecting the best possible physician to undergo your procedure. So in conclusion, vaginal rejuvenation is a personal choice that can have a lot of functional and aesthetic benefits, and it's important for you to discuss this with your qualified gynecologist to see which options are best for you. Thank you for joining me today in this overview. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any topics or questions you would like me to answer, please leave them in the comments below. Joining us in future videos on this channel will be Dr. Maria, who will take over the dermatology section. Thank you for joining, and see you next time.